I guess I could have just said that too. I'm able to talk right now. I just want to make sure that we're not going to have any problems here, are we? And that everything will run smoothly for tomorrow. So I'm just going to try to, like, basically overtax everything that I'm doing here. Get the normal setup running, get the camera going, and make sure that everything is working. And everything is mostly working. Here's Marvel Snap. Oh, let's give myself the bigger camera. So we've mostly loaded into Marvel Snap. I'm going to move chat over here, I think, though I should probably plan on having some type of okay, looks like it all loaded in. I don't even know how to do emote only mode, or if that's something that I even can do. So I'm actually just loading up the stream here. Looks like it's all actually kind of working. I'm just gonna throw in a random deck. It might throw some things off that I've got some decks on here. Like I've changed my decks around a little bit. Let's swap decks, see if that breaks anything. And I'm gonna try... Well, I'd love to just battle mode somebody. So what I'd like to do, I don't know if anybody else is hanging out with me here. Oh, cool, cool. You did that. How did you do that, Kalari? I just noticed that you put it in emote mode and took it out for a second there. Is it just like slash emote only or something? I mean... Okay, yeah, slash emote only off. So can I type things? Yeah, okay, so we can still type even though it's in emote only. And then we can turn that off. I guess I could just keep that on for now. Maybe I'll do that at the end of the night. I'm not sure how long that is going to persist for. But that is good to know. I guess I might as well use it. I don't want any other competitors to think that I might have an advantage or something, despite the fact that I have, like, the smallest chat by far. It would feel terrible if somebody leaked something, or even didn't leak, just gave me advice, because it is a tournament setting. And that way I don't have to, like, monitor the chat or anything. I don't know, never done emote only mode. That's true, that's true. Twitch chat could be a little bit sus. I think I was walking through some games the other day on stream, and I'm not sure how helpful people were. there were... There must have been... No, you know what? You know what it was, really? It was me obliging Chit Chat. Is that how you... Chit Chat. Me obliging the chat. I got distracted because I said obliging. Obliging. I'm not sure if that's how you say the word. I know you can oblige... But is obliging? That sounds weird to me for some reason. It sounds like it should be like a softer G. Oblying. Anyways, I was the something sweet or silly, mostly pretty silly, like could have happened if I stayed in. And I was like 80% to lose the game, but I decided to lose 2 cubes just to show the chat. I think that is like somewhat of a disadvantage that you have while streaming Marvel Snap, because yeah, you can definitely get thrown off with that. So let's play one ladder game just to make sure what's working. And I don't know why this always just says deck 12. That's always a weird thing, though it does have the name of the deck, but of course I'm not actually playing this deck, so we'll see when this corrects to G things. I guess it being, like, knowing what the deck number is isn't terrible, but let's see if it corrects to the actual deck list here. Looks like no. So I don't know how many games I have to play to get that to show up correctly. And this is a little slow, but this isn't totally debilitating. I'm going to guess this is Electro. Okay. So this is a pretty reasonable hand. Electro for Kamartaj is cool. Washington, D.C., our featured location. And then Wave. Okay. So other than the tracker not actually being appropriate here, everything seems to be running smoothly for the most part. And then, of course, my opponent might also be a bot. So those are the only current issues that I see. A little bit framey, but for the most part pretty fine. Here I'm pretty sure we just go Electro into Kamartaj. Kind of need to draw Galactus this game. Okay. Yeah, it does seem like a destroyer deck, for sure. If they fill up Kamartaj, then we could maybe Shang-Chi in DC. So that's not crazy. Yeah, so this is slow, but it's playable. Oh, I forgot to put this little guy in the deck. That's right. Changed it around slightly. I think that Psylocke is kind of weak in Galactus lists anymore. So let's just play the Goblin. Okay, both players planning on keeping Morag open. Oh, I guess I guess Hobgoblin's kind of terrible against Destroyer. What is this? Spider-Man? Okay, this could actually be a really good getcha. Oh, this might be a game winner here. I think so. I think I would snap here. Because the plan is they're going to play something here. They might even play Professor. And it's going to come down to differential. Currently, I'm beating them by 8. They're beating me by 11. But I'm going to have an additional turn over them. So I'll be beating them by 17. They'll be beating me by still 11, more or less. Because we're both playing 3 power this turn if they play a Professor. Oh, they played something else. Oh, they played a Green Goblin. Oh, interesting. So they're still going to... Wait, that's terrible. Oh no, they didn't know how the goblins work in Camartage, which is why I didn't play Hobgoblin in Camartage, come to think about it. So they played a Nova, but now we're going to lock them out of the game. So now we're beating them by 10. They are winning by 8, so we've already won. So fair enough. Fair enough. That was a pretty silly one. They can't play to Morag unless they play something else. Yeah, don't Goblin into Camartage. That is not what you want to do, in fact. And they're going to stay in it because they are indeed a bot, but silly game. Silly game there. The bots don't know about... yeah, we beat them by 11. So we were already winning by 2. The bots do not know about goblins into Camartage. So that seems to work. The fact that this doesn't work is a little bit annoying, but I don't know how to make that work. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in battle mode here. Hopefully I'm going to jump into battle mode. I'm just going to test this out to make sure that this can work at all. And we'll see. If we can get in here. Oh, okay. What's up, Carbon? I can even jump in a call if you'd like. As you can see, this is kind of not moving. So that doesn't seem to bode super well for us. Okay, I will... Yeah, I'll just call you here. Oh! No, escaped. Drat. Oh, battle ready. What happens if I click this? Oh, I escaped and I lost a cube, so I actually got in the game.
Oh, there, try again.
So, this is like a worse punishment, because the only option that I had here was to just lose a cube on game 1, and it kind of looks like I cheated. But it seems like game 2 is working.
Okay. It just like disconnected you?
Yeah.
I don't know what was this thing you're mentioning. Day two, bro. I don't know what this is.
Oh, that's just the video link that I'm in.
Like, oh, you're like streaming to that as well, like instead of.
Yeah, on the Video Ninja website.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
So I just loaded that up just so that way I'm
Did you
trying to
try
do it
draw-
as
Is it like, do you think it's the
the
client, or do you think it's just, is it your, it's not your like PC at all? It's just your PC's like not unhappy that you're streaming to a bunch of different stuff.
yeah.
It just seems like it's like I'm watching your stream right now, and it's like the locations are taking forever to load.
Yeah, yeah, it just seems slow from a lot of different capacities, really.
Yeah, and your frame rate is like, yeah, very low on stream as well right now.
Right.
So I don't know. Have you tried dropping the graphic settings at all?
No, you brought that up, and I did want to try that too. Yeah, I actually forgot about that, so I should do that.
Yeah, so I'll just forfeit this game. Maybe you can just try that real quick.
Okay.
So we can rematch.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out okay. We had the other feed, so we just jumped over to the other feed. But obviously,
Yeah.
we like to use the overlay.
Yeah.
As possible, you know. So, just because it's easier for people to see.
Yeah,
And
like
the
everybody to
casters-
see.
well, then the
both
casters
hands.
know what's in both hands. And, yeah. So try that and just see. If not, what you might need to do, just for the event, is I don't know, you might not be able to stream it on like your actual channel then, like, because if it's just that's the issue, maybe
Right.
it's usually streaming. So I don't know if you could record the match, or
Yeah.
make sure and get you you can download the VOD from the actual feed, because I'm sure you want to.
Yeah, no, I would still probably try to record it, even if, yeah, that could have an impact of it all too, but yeah, I'd want to do like live commentary and stuff and still participate in that way. So I'm not sure which of these things. I haven't really touched any of this, but I guess I could.
Yeah,
There's
drop it to.
There's the FPS, and then there's also graphics quality.
Yeah, try and leave it at 60 if you can.
Okay, 60 you still
And
want?
then drop it to medium or low. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Although it might not matter. I don't know.
I'll turn off my volume here too.
Yeah, we can try that.
Alright, so this, let me just double check, but this should be on medium. You're not familiar with the Untapped tracker at all enough to know why it sometimes doesn't work.
I mean,
Are
I
you?
have it installed, but I
Huh.
I haven't really like messed with it. Maybe we need to just
Yeah.
update it. Sometimes maybe needs an update or something. It seems to be working for me right now, I think.
Yeah,
I have to
that's
get
a
back
good.
in the game. Like when I switch decks, it correctly switches to the deck that I'm. So I don't know.
Oh, maybe you have to switch decks for it to see it in the first place?
Maybe you could try that. Just see. Yeah.
It doesn't really seem like that's doing anything, but oh well. Alrighty, so new code is going to be 10152. Cool.
Okay.
I mean, maybe I got boomer eyes here, but I don't even really notice that much of a drop down in quality for myself. So I certainly don't mind even potentially trying out low quality.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can try. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's harder to tell, like, for me, like, just watching your stream, what it looks like. I mean, for me, when I turn it down to medium or low, I mean, I have never had I have never really had an issue with the Steam client. Um, I don't think. It just usually just works. Okay, so so it's on my screen just said you retreated again.
Yeah. Okay. So
Now I clicked battle
kind of
ready.
weird thing when I'm doing when I'm the one hosting. It's like, and that's what we.
Maybe here, let me try. Should we try me hosting and maybe that somehow makes it better? I don't know.
Because that worked on the stream the other day, so that's at least a workaround for it.
Okay, let me forfeit and then
Yeah.
we'll run it. I'll send you a code.
I don't even know how to forfeit in battle mode.
No, you just retreat and then when you instead of clicking battle ready, you just click concede battle.
Oh, I see it. I see it over here. Yeah.
And then you can concede. So someone the other day was playing one of our daily tournaments and thought that it was best of one game and not best of one battle mode match, and was like forfeiting after losing. And then they were very confused, and then they won one game and then forfeited the match and then marked themselves down as winning the match. And I was like, and the other guy was so confused. Like, bro, you gotta play your match.
It's an interesting speed format idea. So I should probably restart the client. I also conceded just because I'd never pressed that button before, and now I'm stuck in limbo probably because you conceded first or something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems to be happening a lot. Like, everything happens just a lot slower on your stream than it happens on... It seems to be working fine for me, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's... I have no idea, like, what is causing it. I don't know if it's the client that's causing it. I don't know if it's if it's an internet thing, if it's a stream thing. I don't know.
I think it's an internet thing. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. Because where do you live at again? Like, it shouldn't...
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if that's... I'm in Minnesota.
Yeah. I don't think it's like like a connection to server thing, but I'm not sure.
Have you tried it all with your like YouTube stream off at all yet? Have you tried that?
No, I didn't try that. I don't know. I mean,
Well,
I could certainly try it, but the I don't know how much that should impact it because it's not like I'm actually streaming to both platforms. I just stream. You just set it to stream to a website called Restream, and then that website distributes it to Twitch and YouTube. But it certainly could be part of it all, and I could try that.
I don't know. Let's try. Let's try.
In addition to this,
the Smash Code thing and maybe drop it to low.
Yeah.
And just see.
Yeah, I mean, you can see some of it's like just the computer, which all of these issues and stuff are the reasons that I've like mostly stuck to YouTube based content recently.
Yeah.
Just because exactly.
Oh. Yeah, I need to. It's been a very fun event. It's been very cool to see the games, but good lord, I need to take a nap.
For sure, yeah. Though it's been fun to watch too. Like I've been watching some of the streams mostly to like get the scoop on some of my opponents and stuff. But yeah, it's cool to how it's all come together. It looks good, and a lot of. I mean, Marvel Snap I think is just a great game, so it's fun to watch as well.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be hype. Tomorrow's gonna be hype. I want to see some spice though. You know what I mean? I want to see some crazy stuff.
My deck that I was playing is not. I mean, it was funny because Falcone, is that his name?
Yeah.
He like knew what my deck was from the rip. Not this one. This is a little more of a normal list compared to the one that I played on stream. Also, by the way, the fact that this connected makes me feel like something is more correct this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could also maybe I don't know if it would help, but
Like it's just running
uninstall
so
and
much
reinstall.
faster.
Yeah.
Look how quick this is. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like just trolling me.
try-
This is lightning quick now.
Okay, so try joining on me.
Okay.
One. Tell me when you're ready.
Mhm.
14296. There we go.
Yeah, and now I'm almost wondering, like, did the changing it down to medium, did that need a refresh to take effect? But
We're in here now. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, this is. I'm probably running at the same speed as you, maybe a little bit slower, because, like, I am still streaming and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea, honestly. I was gonna say you may just try if you have time, just like uninstalling and reinstalling the game. And
yeah,
see if that helps if you haven't done that before.
yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that tonight.
And I don't know how long. I don't think it's too big of like a download.
No, when I'm not streaming, my internet's totally fine. It's just once I start streaming, things get a little bit slow. And maybe I don't have everything like set up correctly or whatever, but so that could just be on me.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not like the most familiar with like how to fix this kind of stuff either, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, so it's, I'm learning as well.
It's all good. We're playing this one out, or you want to go get some sleep?
We can. It's up to you. Well, I am gonna be up for probably another couple hours yet. I still have
Okay.
set up like graphics and stuff for tomorrow, so I'm down to. We can play a game if you want. It's up to you.
Fair enough. Best of one, or a full battle mode.
It's up to you. Unfortunately, I think I did get to see your deck list.
Yeah.
I do not beat that deck with this deck.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I mean, maybe.
What's up, Jonathan?
It depends. Let's see. Maybe.
I am basically just testing the stream.
So I'm nasty with it.
Yeah, it's a good hit.
We take those. We take those.
I thought about going into the Citadel with it, but Sunspot can be annoying.
Yeah, I figured you probably didn't want to put it in the lane with the sunspot that's already growing.
Mm-hmm.
I figured you'd want to kill it for. I'm assuming you have null. I didn't see for sure, but if you have the null, so.
Nah, yeah.
Have you ever played against me before? I don't know. You get to see my.
I don't think so. No, I do.
This deck.
I did. We've talked about what you play before, though. This does not have Thanos in it.
No, this is not Thanos. This is probably my most. If I'm going to a deck that I'm most comfortable with, it's probably this one. Just a bit of spice. I played this turn wrong though. Probably. Yeah, I kind of threw. I think. We'll see.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't have anything here.
Well, yeah, it's the
Yeah, you got you sniped the Galactus.
Yeah.
I think there's.
Like I said, this deck does not beat if you get it down, and if you have, I'm assuming you have null. If you have null, I do not have. It's not winnable. It's actually just not winnable.
Yeah.
This deck is. Yeah, I mean, if I have if I can do wave shenanigans there, it's more winnable. But
Yeah, wave opens you up into some counterplay. Jonathan, I am talking to Carbon, who is the leader, owner, CEO. Yeah, I was trying to think of which term to use. The creator. The creator. That's the best word.
I kind of run Snap Clash, which is just like a community-driven organization. We run like daily Marvel Snap tournaments, just everything just for free. We're just kind of building up the competitive scene right now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and we're testing. No Lux is playing in the finals of our big event tomorrow, so we're just testing his broadcast a little bit, just because we had a couple issues on I guess it's not yesterday. It's 2:40 in the morning now, but like on Friday, there's just a couple issues, so we're just testing some stuff, and now we're just playing a game real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I can lose some Galactus. I love losing to Galactus.
No, he is the creator of the Discord that is running the tournament that is happening this weekend. So it's going to have like other tournaments and stuff that anybody can join, and it even did over the past week. Carbon's been running tournaments all week, just like 8-person tournaments and 16-person tournaments each day. But this weekend doing like a invitational sort of thing for promotion of it all. That is the idea.
Yeah, it's been pretty good so far. It's I mean, it's my first time running like production for an event like this as well, which is, interesting. So okay.
No Lockjaw, though.
Oh my god.
Your deck is still a good Lockjaw deck.
I just don't know how this is winnable. Like, actually, like, if you just have... you have to have ramp this turn, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, because you can't... You're not playing it on Marag. It's not... It just can't go Marag, so there's only one location it's going to, so... I just have to...
Yeah, you just gotta play for that.
I don't know. I don't want to feed the null, so there's no point in playing.
You just don't play at all.
You have the cards, yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have this. Oh, Spy.
Oh, it's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. See, I don't know, and I don't know what you could be running either, so.
Dracula's not bad. Oh, though it's not great into Shuri's Lab either, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. So, I need to do... How am I winning this game? That's the real question, isn't it?
Ooh, a Daredevil game. That's right. I get to see what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And you have limited options here.
Yeah, very limited options. Okay.
Wasp is cool in Morag.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I think for this one it was interesting because since it was an invitational format, there is a desire to show every single game that gets played. So for best of 3, that just means that you're looking at some really long games there.
I don't have your chat open, so I don't know.
Yeah, Jonathan was just suggesting talking about best of 3.
Yeah, Jonathan, we want to run best of 3 at some point. There's a number of issues. First off, like that greatly increases stream time, like potentially triples stream time. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh, it's a hobgoblin.
It's a big hobgoblin.
It is a very big hobgoblin.
You played 2 cards that don't really work with Shuri's Lab, and I played 1 card that really does work with Shuri's Lab, so it's kind of interesting. But...
No, Galactus? Maybe winnable? Maybe winnable? Who knows? Find out.
That's the question.
Yeah, so the other... One of the biggest issues with best of 3 as well, and is also like how do you define what are 2 different decks in Marvel Snap? Which I know some people have already
That's a good point.
Their own definitions, and some people, I think, I don't know what they did for like the Rally Cry event.
I think there was an event recently that said no overlapping cards at all.
Yeah, I think Kawa's event is going to be something like that. It's not best of 3.
I think I just snap here. I think that's actually the play.
Yeah, you can snap. I'm just gonna.
You don't care.
I'm staying in on it.
That's the only tricky part with snapping against, nothing on the line or anything here.
Oh, yeah.
I thought this might throw you off here.
Well,
that's super close.
Yeah,
Dracula's gonna swing it though.
Yeah, that's unlucky. that's the thing that nobody is prepared for.
Yeah, that was a surprising play.
The last thing you're expecting in Lockjaw is to see a 0.
Mm-hmm.
You are not prepared for the 0, so the 0 is pretty spicy. 0 has also lost me.
I'm sure it can, yeah, because you just rip it off the lockjaw sometimes too.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to pay very close attention to what's in your deck, and very close attention also to the ordering of playing your cards in. So you don't like put something into lockjaw and then play a card that you want. Like, so for example, you don't want to play Wasp and then play, I don't know, Thor, because if 0 comes out of the deck, then I mean, if 0's in your hand, it's a different story, right? But yeah, so. But this is not even probably a good list anymore. It's very high rolly. It's just my like comfort list essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm going to bed. Cadillac. Love to see it.
That's not a good one for me.
Might be better for me than for you though.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this is a good location for me. It can be very good for you if you hit the Lockjaw Wasp and then get to redraw the Wasp or something, but...
Yeah, hit the reset, yeah. Okay, so, unfortunately, this is just so bad. Okay, you know what? It doesn't. We just go.
Wow. That stinks.
Yeah, is this no spoilers, but is this what you're bringing tomorrow?
Not by the looks of it.
Not if I'm heading Adelan.
Yeah, I have yet to... I guess I did draw ramp on the first game, but then I walked myself into a Magneto. Wave is definitely a little bit sus in game 1s, especially.
I don't know why I did that. I didn't need to do that. I should just put that left. There's no reason to play that. There, I don't think. I think it was probably better. Yeah, it's better to... Something this deck is very... When this deck high rolls, it puts a lot of pressure, like, on 3 location. Like, you... And when the last turn, you have no idea what... Like, it's just a massive swing. And you don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I have much of a shot with this one either.
It's just... Yeah, you just have to find that. I mean, it's a Galactus deck, so... helps if you find Galactus.
Yeah, I've had the Galactus, just haven't had the ramp for him.
Yeah, that's fair.
The only thing I can hope
here... I
here...
haven't seen it yet. I'm assuming there's Electra. I've not seen it yet, but...
Yeah. Is that you have a bunch of big stuff in hand, and then you draw Wasp next turn or something. Okay, Magneto, and... Red Skull.
Is the animation still going for you?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little slower for me.
I've ended my I've ended my turn 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so still a little bit slow, but that's basically all I can do. Okay, yeah, if you had anything there, you were in a good spot. I just had to hope you top decked poorly, basically.
Yeah, that was a pretty good draw. That was... I'm trying to think of how many things won me the game. No, yeah, that was pretty lucky. Yeah. They wrote that. It was...
I just know I don't know 3 cards in your deck yet. If you don't want to spoil the whole thing. Oh, I guess that's it. So, or wait, no. Yeah. We still have more games to play if you want to finish it out. Yeah. So I know that Wasp, 0, and Dracula would have been dead draws, but I don't know 3 of the cards in your deck.
I had rocks in there too as well. Is the thing. So it was. Yeah, I think statistically, based on what I had in there, it was like something like a 20% chance for me to win the game with the draw, assuming you had the Shang, which you did, for the middle location, because everything was Shangable. You got to be kidding me. Okay. surely there is no.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I do know that Jane Foster's probably in the deck, despite the fact that
What?
I
Why
don't.
are you running Jane? No.
Well, now I'm gonna see. Now I'm gonna see your whole deck.
Well, this is great. This is fantastic.
Silly.
Well, I haven't seen 3 cards from you, so I'm assuming. Let's see. I'm just assuming it's Electro, Psylocke, and. Oh no. I don't even know if you play 3 ramp cards. I have no idea how. I don't play. Oh, it's death. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, I think that's interesting to just snap.
So Electro. No, that's my assumption. But do Galactus decks not play like all 3 ramp cards?
So,
Two.
for a while, Willow was just playing Electro and Psylocke. And I talked him, I think, into Wave. Because Wave is really good with Spider-Man. The Wave does open you up to some potential counterplay and stuff. But Psylocke is kind of tricky to make work too. It's once you have Spider-Man in the deck, I think that Psylocke becomes the weakest option. This is potentially where a Galactus deck shines.
This is just like the one matchup. This is where I don't want to get Project Pegasus. Any other?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely snapping here.
Get Project Pegasus. Because like if you have it, I just lose. There's no way for me to win because you can Spider-Man on any turn and then Shang on any turn. So I'm forced to commit on turn 5.
Yeah, if I have all those cards. you literally just read my hand.
Did you have exactly that?
I had Galactus, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, yeah.
I just know. I just had the reads.
Yeah. Yeah, no, those are all scary cards in that specific instance too.
I know the lines at least. I just don't know the exact I don't know the ramp cards you're playing, but I know, the finishing cards you're playing. Right?
Yeah, I think you have the whole deck now. You just haven't seen Death, right?
No, I've seen Death.
Oh, and you haven't seen one other card.
I haven't seen Electro. I'm assuming there's an Electro in here.
Oh, you haven't seen Electro? That's embarrassing for me. That's how you know I've been not doing well.
I'm assuming there's a null. I have not seen I haven't seen 2 cards. I'm assuming there's a null. So
I won't confirm null, but I will confirm Electro.
Yeah. I mean, you're not running Electro. Like, if you're not playing Psylocke, you're playing it. Like, there's no other card. It has to be Electro, right? Because the deck is not playable without Electro. So.
Yeah, at the very least, the Dr. Octopus. Yeah, I don't know if you ever don't run Electro. I think it's pretty good in the deck.
That's not bad. You take those?
It's not great.
Just kind of is one. Oh. Okay. No shot it goes Murder Row, I was about to say. No chance that goes Murder Row and gets destroyed again. Oh my gosh.
But
Don't understand.
I mean, it still gets destroyed again. Just next turn.
Okay.
Oh, that's... Yeah, no.
You say so.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
In Warrior Falls. The Wolverine.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm missing. Oh, okay. A chatter potentially filled me in on what your plan is here.
Whoa. Okay, let's see how
I'm leaking.
correct were they.
Yeah, they were right. That's funny.
So another not. You don't have Galactus. Do you not find this card ever? That's insane. It's not real.
It's more just that I didn't draw the ramp.
Okay. If you should not need a Daredevil to know what I'm doing this turn. Hopefully you can figure it out. There's.
Oh, are you gonna play one of the cards that I haven't seen yet?
Well, I would just. You should be able to tell me, given the current information and the current, like, this game, you should be able to tell me exactly what is happening on my side on this turn. I think. Yeah, like, given your knowledge of the deck, and you should know. You don't even. You basically have Daredevil right now. It's just this.
I don't know it. I don't know. I mean, are you just trying to keep the guy alive? Oh, Red Skull. Interesting.
One card. When you see
Oh, you played Zero. You played Zero. Oh.
You gotta be kidding me! That does not go into Warrior Falls again. What is happening? No way.
That's very silly.
Okay. So what has been destroyed? Wolverine has been destroyed twice. No, Daredevil, Wolverine. So Nola's at. Oh, math is hard.
Yeah, I guess I played that kind of terribly.
4. So there's an 8. Oh, plus Wasp. So there's a 9 power null. Okay. Nothing was in Murder. This is just.
I think I'm gonna play this here just to put me out of my misery. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably retreat.
It's up to you. I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll do this. Ooh, Doctor Doom. Okay, I lose. That was a new card for me, too.
Doctor Doom, yeah. That's the other thing too is you get punished for retreating a little bit against
yeah,
against decks, which is just really interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, because you have to. That's why Doc Ock is super interesting in these lists as well. Like, it's just like information. You know, sometimes you're finding out cards you didn't know your opponent had or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not knowing I had the Doom. I mean, you could have maybe like extrapolated that I had like from the list. I guess I'm curious how many cards you didn't see then.
I just didn't see 2 cards. I don't know if you're actually running Jane or not. I assume you are.
Jane, yeah.
And then
I think it was.
Do you have another 5-drop or 4-drop in here? I just know.
It's probably Infi. Did you see an Infi?
Oh yeah, no Infinite. Yeah,
it's Infi. Yeah, this is a very.
Yeah, very
heavy,
top
like,
heavy.
Very heavy deck, just specifically for Dracula. It has really good synergy with those cards. So, it's very other than Doctor Doom, all of the big cards have very high power. Well, and Jane has like 8, but that's like. That's like and
Oh, and you're not running Jubilee either.
No,
That's another common.
Jubilee is very inconsistent for stuff. And
yeah.
Is also Dracula is much more controllable in this list.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people play both.
I mean, some people play both. I don't like Jubilee because she like. Sure, what I'm saying. Like.
Yeah, you have a lot of junk in the deck too.
I mean, yeah, she just pulls. When she pulls something bad, she's just terrible. Whereas Dracula is pretty much always going to be pretty good because you're always playing your 0 drops, and your 1 drops are most likely played earlier, and if not, your 0 is being played on the last turn, and so your hand is usually a very good hand for Dracula. You're usually getting. You can get like there is a 12 power, a 14 power, a 15 power, and a 20 power card, and usually
Right.
two or sometimes three of those in hand, and so it's just more consistent to get the power that way. Now the downside, Jubilee can sometimes do some other things, like she can act as a lockjaw trigger, and she can sneak into some locations, which is good. But it just, for this deck, it's just, especially the Red Skull version. In a non-Red Skull version, maybe.
Yeah.
But in the Red Skull version, I think Dracula just Dracula's better. And like I said, there's probably just a lower curve list in general. This is a very
yeah. But it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to be like polarizing, and one thing that is interesting about it, especially for like battle mode, is that you do get to keep some things secret. I think that there's some lockjaw lists that run, like your list is definitely on like the lightest possible side, but I think there's definitely some lockjaw lists where people run way too many cheap cards, and
that's a little bit of a trap. The thing is I just honestly, as primarily I play mostly lockjaw decks if I'm actually like playing, right? I play all kinds of stuff. I play Black Bolt. I won one of the 8-player single Black Bolt ramp, which is like, just for fun. But if I'm actually like trying, I'm pretty much always playing lockjaw. So I've played like thousands of lockjaw games now, and people just don't understand. First off, that like how to build these decks, and secondly, people don't understand the nearly infinite deck building possibilities that this card has. Like, lockjaw is
cool
literally
card.
enables like the most decks possible in the game, like in my opinion.
I think it was like one of my first decks, and back when this was like towards the beginning of the game where people were just starting to unlock Pool 3, Lockjaw Negative was a pretty big deck. We don't really see that too much anymore, but that was a hot deck for a minute.
Well, people. The other thing is that people just haven't, like. I mean, there's some people that do, but no really, like. There's not really mainstream lockjaw experimentation as far as I'm aware. I mean, I think maybe Ocean Mud, I think, plays a lot of lockjaw.
Yeah, he had a cool lockjaw list last season.
People, when you think lockjaw, you think two decks come to mind, right? You think of a Jane list, and you think of a discard list, usually.
Yeah.
Is what come to mind in the current meta. And,
the one that is on Marvel Snap Zone and that it's guest gaming played against me on Friday is like, it's fairly vanilla. I think there's no Thors in it, but it runs Nightcrawler and Vision. Yeah.
So
that one seems pretty stock now too.
The idea there makes sense. The execution is Nightcrawler is not. And Nightcrawler is okay.
It's fine because if when you miss, you can at least move it away, which is nice.
Exactly. That's the only reason that the card. But like, I think in the right deck, almost like, I mean, there's some cards in the game that are obviously just bad, but in the right deck, like so many cards in this game can fit into it as long as it's the right shell, right? And I think there is a room for a Vision Nightcrawler shell, like lockjaw thing, but like I don't know, it just depends on how you build it. And the other thing too is that people do not experiment enough with lockjaw. Like people don't even understand like fundamentally what the card like everyone sees like, okay, I put small card in, big card come out, right? But honestly, one of the main strengths of lockjaw is not that, but the fact that it lets you reuse on reveal triggers.
Yeah, that's a huge part of the discard deck. Jonathan in chat just said they like the Lockjawcula, and I'm not sure if you're talking about the like discard version, because that's also Lockjaw and Dracula, which so was Carbon's list. But I hit Infinite with that. I think that was 2 seasons ago, the season before Silver Surfer came out. Yeah, the discard version. Yeah. So what season was that? Was that the Black Panther season, I want to say? It was 2 seasons ago, or now 3 seasons ago. But yeah, I hit Infinite with Lockjaw discard exclusively. I played that season from 70 up to 100. And it's a really, really good deck. That is one deck that I would really be looking to try Now it's awkward with MODOK. You want to play that, but if there's like a band tournament, no Series 4, no Series 5, that's, I think, a really good option.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I'm not literally like saying like that is like that is a very strong list, and it's probably one of the strongest lists. I just think that people don't like experiment with the card enough. Like just as an example, why have we not seen? I don't have the card, or I would try it. Why have we not seen Darkhawk Lockjaw? Why is that? Like, I feel like we just haven't seen that when literally we have two of the strongest Lockjaw activators in the entire game. You've got Korg and you have Black Widow, and both of those are insane with Lockjaw. So strong. Black Widow in particular is just
just have it be like another ramp card in your deck.
Yeah, and it's just like, and then you just play Darkhawk, and then you put Rockslide in there, and you can just play that package, and then build around, build a more standard Lockjaw deck. That's like, there's, people.
You could even throw Rockslide into the Lockjaw. He's only 6 power. Get him looping.
Yeah. and maybe now that's a Zabu list.
Right.
Zabu
Right.
Change, because now you're going tier 2 Zabu, turn 3 Lockjaw, turn 3 you discount Jubilee as well.
Beast is interesting.
You can do things like you can play a Clog list. But I've only ever seen one other person even try to do this, and it was like literally in tournament. Like you play Goblins. You play Goblins, and when they come out of the Lockjaw lane, it frees up slots and screws your opponent.
Yeah, there's actually a few Lockjaw like rules interactions that I was thinking about earlier that I'm like always too afraid to try in ladder games. But one thing, if you green Goblin into a Lockjaw lane, how does that work? Does that just give your opponent...
It goes across, it goes into your deck, and comes back out on your side with the new card. So it's just, you just don't...
Okay, but you never like give them a good card by accident.
No.
But you still... Okay, you never actually give them the Goblin, though, either. That's interesting. But like you said, yeah, it's neat because you can bring the Goblins out and then still have more space in your Lockjaw location, which is cool.
Yeah, that's very strong. And also you have things like I'm saying, like, really strong on reveal triggers are sometimes better to pull out of your deck than a big card. So we're talking about things like debris, potentially. Like there's some situations where pulling debris out will just win you the game.
Right.
Spot, right?
I'm familiar. As a Galactus player, I'm familiar.
Yeah. And there's so much potential. Like, I played in the beta for 2 seasons. I played Mysterio Lockjaw to Infinite. Mysterio is one of the best Lockjaw activators in the
Yeah, that never sees any play.
So strong. It's just you put 4 power at one lane. Potentially, if you're playing a bishop or something, I don't know.
Yeah, it's basically like a cheaper Ironheart is effectively what you've built there.
Kind of, yeah. Like you put 4 in one lane, and then the 0 goes into the deck and pulls something else out. And but people, Dinosaur Lockjaw is a real deck as well.
Yeah, I haven't really seen too much of that.
Specifically Sentinel, you can just keep putting Sentinels in your deck and keep filling your hand and pulling stuff out of the line at the same time.
Well, that's why the discard version is awesome too, with the swarms.
Yeah, with the swarms. Yeah,
that's just so cool.
That's part of the reason why that deck is so strong. But then you've got let me find the list. I actually wrote this all down the other day. It's a very big. I wrote down so much stuff.
You had to break out the notepad.
Very, very real, very strong deck.
At some point, I am gonna buy Thanos and start to experiment with some cards, and try to do some silly stuff with him.
Yeah.
The main thing I've got on my mind right now is what is the best way, and this is basically going to determine what I play tomorrow, is what is the best way to beat Shuri lists. And I think I have an idea, but it's just very common.
Shuri is a problem because they frequently can have answers, especially the Sauron list now. can have answers to something even if you find the number one counter and successfully trigger it, which is Shang-Chi, obviously. But
Right.
um,
Yeah, I mean,
even
that's where I'm
Shang-Chi,
starting
like, they can
my
just
decks
they can
tomorrow.
just win games. Yeah, they can just win games. So um, just because they just have the option of, like, when they play their big card on 5 or whatever, they have the option of Zola or Taskmaster, and Taskmaster can, like,
Right.
copy stuff from the grave.
Yeah, it's
And
tough
then,
to play
and then,
around
so
both
if
of
you
those
counter,
things.
you can only counter like one usually. You can't counter both. So there's a few different ways to, like, actually, like, hard counter the deck, not hard counter, but, like, so Professor X is actually not bad. That prevents them from, they can't play
Yeah.
the card there.
Just winning
Yeah,
one
like,
lane, and then you can
and then
Shang-Chi the other lane. Yeah.
Is very, very good. That's pretty strong.
It's kind of like what
Armor's
Galactus
not bad, but
tries to do too. Galactus making it so that there's only one lane, and then you can Shang that lane. But
yeah, if you have a good Galactus read, it's very difficult, and like, they don't put their big card in that location.
and they
gotta
play
put it
Arrow
there.
too, though. So
Yeah.
that's the thing that makes me not want to want to try it. But
Yeah, there's a lot of Arrow as well. So yeah, Arrow's great. Just been an insanely popular card. I've seen so much Thanos. I was not expecting day one to see that much Thanos.
yeah,
It's crazy. I was like, there was like 2 or 3 people. Were you playing Thanos? I can't remember.
no Galactus.
Galactus, yeah. But we saw, like, just a bunch of Thanos lists, and Lambie in particular. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe he won. He's so disgusting. He's just.
Well, I can't remember if it was Lambie or not, but someone tweeted that they purchased Thanos about 40 minutes before the tournament started. And
I have no idea.
if it seemed like I was reading the stones on the stream, then that's why.
Oh, maybe that was him. I don't know.
Yeah, John, I'm
I thought
definitely
I'd seen him. Yeah.
I'm definitely interested in your Shuri tech. I have one list that I'm thinking about running that is just like a pretty boring list. No, it's Zabu Serra with Shang-Chi. And
just playing 2 Shangs, yeah.
And then
Always good.
no, not even multiple Shangs, just one, no like Moon Girl or anything, but I guess I could play either a Moon Girl or Absorbing Man, but the plan that I had was just try to Shang-Chi one of the lanes and try to win the other lanes by just playing like good stuff cards. It's got Killmonger, it's got some other like just good stuff. Like it plays like Carnage, Nova, and Mysterio. Got it from KM Best's Twitter.
Yeah, Valkyrie's not bad as well, John.
Yeah.
I don't have Valkyrie, so I can't. Valkyrie seems like a very strong card, though. That card is just absurdly good.
I did just get Valkyrie, so I'll listen to a Valkyrie list. I don't have I don't have Thanos, which I think might be a really good thing to pair with Valkyrie.
So, yeah, there's a few ways to play Valkyrie, from my understanding. So
I have Titania, yeah.
What's that? Sorry.
I just was saying I do have Titania.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so like there's like the control list, I think, which is just like, it's kind of a weird. I think it might be a boss. I think it's a boss list. You play like a Wasp and maybe Thor for hammer, and Yellow Jacket like all in the last turn with a Valkyrie. And then there's like some control cards, and I think there's like a Spider-Man, or there might be there's like it's a very interesting list. I can't remember. It might be one of Shade's list, I think. And then there's the Thanos version, which obviously you got Khazar and Blue Marble to buff your stuff after Valkyrie goes off. And then very, very underrated shell I have gotten absolutely bodied by this in tournament is Valkyrie Patriot is disgusting. It is so nasty because that is the last deck you're expecting to see. But it makes so much sense for that deck to have Valkyrie in it, and it's just so strong. Like, it's just and it's so hard to play around in that deck because you don't know if you're gonna play into a Valkyrie or an Ultron, which is just two completely different board states and things. It's just so hard to play around. So, yeah, Thanos Valkyrie is also that's one of the reasons it's so good is because they have so many options. And you can't, it's impossible to play around everything.
Yeah, I like the ability also to just like have a reality stone in your deck at not much additional cost. That's pretty cool because that's not. Some of the stones are a little bit all over the place in power level in terms of like what they do, but Reality Stone is not a one energy effect, especially not one energy and then also draws and replaces itself. So
it used to be in the beta. It used to be, but it no longer. It is not anymore.
Wait, it doesn't draw a card?
No, I'm just saying that.
Charlotte,
which used to be one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was not. Or no, wait, I must have been. Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
okay.
She was a 1/2.
Yeah. Okay, that's really funny. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
There were a lot of changes
I'm
in that
curious.
early game.
What, in your opinion, is the strongest Thanos stone? I'm actually curious.
The yellow one that draws 2 stones is a trick question.
That's very interesting. That gets 2 more.
Yeah. I feel like it has to be that one just because if you have that one in your opening hand, it just allows you to do all of the other stuff so much easier.
Yeah.
But the other ones are cool. But yeah, I think it has to be Mind Stone.
Well, you'll be interested to hear my take then.
Yeah, for sure. Tell me the correct answer.
Stone, in my opinion, having played a good amount of Thanos, is Space Stone. Space Stone is unbelievably absurd.
It's cool. You use it and you move the lockjaw.
Well, it's obviously that. If you get that combo, you just win the game. Liz.
Yeah, that seems really good too.
You don't beat that. But even just in general, just like what other card gives you? No other card in this entire game gives you a comparable ability.
Yeah, that's true.
Reposition a card, and your opponent sometimes, if you have a full lane, they have no idea which card you're moving.
Mm-hmm.
And you have no obligation to even move a card at all. You can just leave it there, and it's just unbelievably difficult for your opponent to play around, and it lets you single-handedly, like with one cost, like just win so many unwinnable locations for your deck otherwise. In Thanos in particular, you need your board space, and if you get into a location that's restricting your board space, being able to put stuff in that location is unbelievably strong, which is why Reality Stone is also very, very good. If you can sneak it into some of those locations, Reality Stone is probably the second best one, in my opinion. The Mind Stone is very, very strong, obviously, but in my opinion, it's only strong because it tutors those other more powerful effects.
Yeah.
Versus like that, like actually having Space Stone in hand, depending on your deck, is better than having Mind Stone in a lot of situations. Mind Stone, you're only playing to find the more powerful ones. If that makes sense.
That deck code just popped up, and I was like, "What the heck is going on?" I thought my computer was erroring, but somebody put a deck code in the chat, and it came up on my screen, take it up the whole thing. I will definitely check that out. I figured I'd play one game with this deck here as well, but I will give this a shot if there's an easy way to do this. So this is, like I said, it's just kind of like a boring list. It doesn't do anything super exciting. Yeah, it's a Drex. So the original list plays Enchantress, but if I'm queuing this list up specifically to beat Shuri lists, then I've got no reason to play Enchantress.
Yeah. You can't say that it's a boring list.
That's fair. That's fair. I got a little bit of silliness in it.
Jonathan, I'm gonna. It might have cut this link out. I don't know that I have the whole. It might not let me paste this.
Ooh, that's
Shoot,
interesting.
It's like cut off in the chat for me. Jonathan, what kind of list is this? You maybe just put the cards in here because I can't copy the link because it.
Oh, I think I can copy
curious.
it and send it to you.
Yeah, just said that. Yeah, I just want to see what it is.
All I know is it's got Valkyrie in it, probably. But yeah, I can.
I'm not gonna be able to paste it then.
I think I play the Hood here to get some demons and try to win the raft. I don't know. It's a 7-turn game. I'm gonna have enough time to play everything.
This is. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's swarming me.
Jonathan, this list, this is spicy, okay? This is, oh my gosh, the spice levels are off the charts on this one. I respect that.
I have here.
no clue.
I'm excited now.
Actually be good.
This is a weird game.
It's so
sure.
He's completely off.
He's lost his mind.
Yeah, it's Deadpool.
Okay.
Deathwave, Valkyrie, Galactus.
Okay.
There's so much stuff going on in this deck, and there's a Titanian here too.
Okay, I'll try it.
Jonathan, you might have to explain the Titanian. I'm not. I have played a lot of Deadpool as well, and Deadpool is very, very bad unless he gets buffed, and there's only one. I mean, technically Valkyrie buffs him, but it's just not. That doesn't happen ever really. It's just Nova in this list, so. You have to help me. Jonathan, this is spicy though, and I like the idea of this. The idea of this is insane. Having Wave double as a Galactus trigger in a Deathwave deck. That's kind of insane. That's great. I mean, it's crazy, and I don't know if it actually works. I mean, I feel like Galactus is probably a dead card, but like when it works, it's just nobody sees it coming. Like this is the ultimate scam deck. But in my opinion, Deadpool requires too much build around, I think, to work in this, because you need so many card slots for these other shenanigans. So, unless there's something that I'm not saying with Valkyrie, I don't think it doesn't work with Valkyrie though, because you need to bounce Deadpool on 5. But you either go Galactus or Deadpool. Yeah, the thing is that Deadpool is not good without a buff, and you only have one card in here that buffs it. Otherwise, I would like you have to maybe put a forge in here, right, or something, or a boss would be better. Well, no, not with death. Never mind. Yeah, forge. It's probably a forge inclusion, like Deadpool with Valkyrie though. So okay, why does Deadpool work with Valkyrie? Maybe I'm missing something. You want a 1-drop to combo on 6. Okay, but why is Deadpool better than something else in this? Like, why would you not? I'm just trying to think. Like, there's got to be a better card. I don't know. Like, this is just a worse version of Squirrel Girl, right? Squirrel Girl, you're at least discounting death more. I guess you can't counter your own Galactus. I guess is the only downside. So you have a demon, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, you explain. I might just be. I don't have 3 of these cards, so maybe I'm just dumb, too. So
I really want to Drax here, but I can't.
I have a lot of experience playing Deadpool, and I'm telling you that Deadpool is very, very bad without at least bare minimum 2 ways to buff him, and this has 1. And ideally, you want like 3, and this you can't afford to run 3. If your opponent has 4 cards inside of spell power, total. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So why is...
We snap already?
You're saying that you... Okay, I understand now. You're saying... Yeah. Here, Galactus plus back. Galactus plus back. see.
Leader. Polaris. I think I win this, but Shang-Chi does not work. I should have played Drax. Oh, Killmonger. Takes out my demon.
Okay, why do you need the...
No, wait, this
Jonathan,
isn't enough.
In the scenario you're describing, you just win anyways without the 1-drop, correct?
No, I lose.
You still win. Well, no, not if they have ongoings. I mean, maybe it makes a difference in the
That was a
ongoings.
crazy game.
Well, so Hood makes sense then. I'm not questioning Hood. Hood is extremely strong in this type of deck. So, but why?
You can't play Squirrel Girl and Galactus also usually.
Well, yeah, I was saying that probably doesn't work, but no, because Valkyrie is tied as Galactus.
All right, I will take a look at this list now so I can join in on the convo and see what the heck is up.
Yeah, Jonathan, I'm understanding that part now. I understand that part, but how is Deadpool ever getting big in this without Nova? It's just not. It's not probably consistent. That's why that's the only reason I'm questioning the Deadpool. I mean, I think this is a very interesting list in general. I just don't think. I mean, it has a lot of options. It's very spicy, but okay. Well, yeah. So, I mean, in that case, yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's a very interesting idea. I like the idea of having the surprise Galactus and potential surprise Valkyrie in the back. I definitely would, like you said. I think you said you wanted to test it some more before tournament play. I definitely would run some games with it. Just because it's just, yeah. I mean, it's very interesting. So, if you fill their location with Titanium Valkyrie, you always miss that location. Yeah, that's fair. It's just,
how do you?
And that's not what I'm questioning. Like, I'm more questioning just the Deadpool. But sorry, go ahead.
How do you Galactus? So do you have to wave in order to Galactus?
You could. Yeah, wave is only activator in this deck.
Okay, so
Galactus is like your alternative win con. Otherwise, this is just like Valkyrie Death Wave shenanigans. Does this not run? Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Does this ever run She-Hulk? Just because She-Hulk is just good in this deck. Past turn 5, play Valkyrie plus She-Hulk on the last turn. That doesn't really work though.
Yeah, it almost works, but it doesn't.
It just you can't really pass turn 5.
You would need Wolverine on turn 2 in order to do that. Or I guess you wouldn't really need it. Yeah, you could just not have priority and then you Valkyrie them, so even if they have 12, I guess is the idea, you still beat them with Valkyrie, Galactus, She-Hulk.
But yeah, Valkyrie's just awkward in this type of deck too, where there's not like something that can buff itself past its base power, if that makes sense. Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, so Jonathan is saying you have to play Valk first and then play something after her on the last turn.
Right.
Is his idea.
Right.
So, in his mind, that's either, I guess, Titania, a Deadpool, or a Demon in this deck. But it's just like, I mean, that's solid, but it's just like, I feel like there's got to be a better way to do it. Maybe, I don't know.
Looks great to me. Let's run it.
Yeah. Turn it down. I mean, like I said, I don't have 3 of these cards, so I'm just, using just my past experience, like watching other people and playing against these kind of cards. So, but I like the general idea. I think Valkyrie, just in general, in Deathwave, is a very interesting inclusion. So, like your regular Deadpool list. Okay, Jonathan. The problem with this is that you can't play it like a regular Deadpool list because you're missing
Venom.
3 or 4 cards that are almost necessary to play the optimal version of the deck. I mean, you could play Deadpool suboptimally, which is fine. But yeah, no, Venom is Venom is necessary, and Taskmaster is probably necessary, and Bost is necessary, um, for probably the optimal list, in my opinion. Um, yeah, so Venom is fine. Venom is very strong just because you can play has synergy with Task. Venom is also just auto wins some locations frequently. But then you're like, surprise Galactus. I mean, yeah, I mean you can do that. I'm just saying that I mean, there's a surprise factor there for sure.
If my opponent plays a wave this game, I can win with Galactus, but short of a wave, which I don't see my opponent's deck playing, I'm in a tough spot here.
I mean, and surprise factor is fair, Jonathan. It's just I'm not sure if it's good. Yeah, I mean, I would try it in tournaments. I would assume. I mean, I would say maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I just think that the Deadpool is just not consistently getting big, and Deadpool is like, you have to kind of build around Deadpool for Deadpool to ever be good. Like, just think about this. If you think about this. If you don't find Nova, and you kill Deadpool twice, it's a 1/4, and you've invested so much energy into doing this. So that means you've played Deadpool, what, 3 times? So you're basically, Deadpool's a 3/4 in that situation. That's just not good. That's just bad.
I think this is winning though. I lose to Taskmaster.
Do you play Death left at all?
Yeah, I think I play Death left. Oops, not Galactus left.
I never know. I prefer when possible to spread out, to like bully every location.
Yeah, I think in this scenario it's definitely right.
Yeah. It's just yeah, it's hard.
Hold on now. Do we ever? I think I have a slightly better play for Arnim Zola. I think it's.
If you want to work on this.
I think it's this, if in case they play Arnim Zola. But then they can just win in Lamentus.
Jonathan, I'm not discouraging. I'm not discouraging.
I guess I lose to Arrow.
I'm not discouraging experimentation at all. I just want to clarify. I think experimentation is crucial for this game. So if you think this deck could be good, I encourage you to just grind out a bunch of tournaments and make it good. If that makes sense. So
yeah, and you can always like tweak little things and stuff, and just
you can tweak, you can experiment. It's just I'm just trying to not, like, I don't want to say like, oh my gosh, this is the best deck I've ever seen, right, for tournament play, because it probably, I feel like
the other thing too is like
I would definitely test it in tournament play for sure.
The Valkyrie and the Titania and the Galactus, there's no doubt that those cards are capable of winning games. The only question is like, do more typical cards wind up winning more games?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all the Red Skull against Cerebro. That is I've heard.
It's,
or that was you that brought that up yesterday. Yeah.
You're actually playing Unit right now? No shot.
What's up?
All right, let's check. This is Unit 0. This is the GOAT.
Oh. Oh, their stream or something?
Yeah, it's him. It is him. He's playing right now.
Cool.
Yeah,
okay.
he's Unit 0 is like one of the most, he doesn't stream very much anymore, but one of the most underrated, super chill guy, really good at the game. He's like for the most, he's like free to play player. He's just kind of cracked out of his mind. This is a very chill. Like, if I wanted to just chill and go watch some Snap, I would just watch Unit 0. This is what you do. But
cool.
he doesn't really stream that much anymore, unfortunately. But Yeah. So,
That's fine.
but yeah, Jonathan, I definitely encourage you to keep like building the stuff. Um, you can 100% build some crazy spice and it can work.
Throne room.
I am the #1 fan of people trying everything. So
What
like
what Cerebro was it again? Was it
is it 4? I want to see. I never got to see the list. I think it's won a couple of our tournaments now. There's a Cerebro 4 list going around, and I want to see it because it's disgusting.
Yeah, I played against him one time. Ooh, Wong onto Kamartaj.
That's
Probably just a retreat. But we'll see what this is. Maybe we can Valkyrie a Black Panther here or something. I don't know if it would be Black Panther and Bast. Yeah,
I
just
see
Wolfsbane.
Wong, I see Kamartaj. I see. Oh, that's interesting.
It's my first time playing Valkyrie, I think. So, well, actually, I played it last game, but
You may have to copy that and send that to me again because I can't. I don't know why it just cuts it off at like 3 dots at the end on YouTube. At least. Maybe on Twitch I can. Because you're dual streaming right now, I think, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe on Twitch it would work, but
I just have it in like a dashboard here.
Gambit Infinite. I respect Cerebro players, man. It takes some dedication to suffer with that. Like that deck is so much pain and suffering. Like every version of that deck. You think I'll like it? All right. Well, I mean, I want to see some spice.
Is this a different deck?
Yeah, that he just pasted this Cerebro list. He wants to show me, I think.
So,
I'm curious what it is too. I would say my most well.
Sorry, let's retreat.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Oh, let me just go on. Twitch. Just find you on Twitch. Grab it. Wait, Jonathan, are you in the Snapclash Discord, or you just DM it to me on Discord as well? That'd just be easier.
I think it's the same.
I don't think I'm
Oh no,
following
it's
you.
slightly different. It just starts the same and ends the same.
Here we go. I'm just not following you on Twitch. My bad. There we
Weird.
go.
It's weird how I've never like looked at the deck codes, but it
Okay,
looks very
I
similar
got
to
it.
the previous one.
I have it.
Thank you very much, somebody, for the follow. It didn't pop up on my screen.
That was just I followed on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was following on there.
No problem.
Oh, you'll think I'll like it? This is just Cerebro 2. Where's the spice?
I don't have M'Baku yet.
Wait, oh, this hasn't been updated. This hasn't been updated for a bit. This deck doesn't. But yeah, Cerebro's very difficult. Well, it's not that the deck is difficult to play. It's just unbelievably annoying to play. I mean, and sometimes it's difficult to play, but like most of the time, the game plan is relatively straightforward, but it's just playing around the locations gets to be that's just the locations of the other cards. Like you insta lose to so much stuff. It's so annoying. So, Jonathan, I respect you for playing this type of stuff. They very rarely bother me. Well, maybe you know what? Respect you if you play enough games to you draw Storm often enough. It's not an issue. It's just in general, Cerebro suffers from consistency because we're pretty good. Yeah, well, yeah. If you hit Infinite every season, I respect that. And I really did not play much Cerebro except for back in the beta, and then that was me playing a Cerebro 6 list back when that deck was actually a real deck, and it's not a real deck anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, I haven't really played much Cerebro, so Crimson Cosmos. Yeah, I mean, but you have stuff like you just have stuff like I don't know, like Monster Island. You have Xandar. You have Muir Island. You have all of these, and if you don't, sometimes you find Storm, but you don't always find Storm. So, and then there's things like Scorpion, Hazmat, Red Skull. So many things that can just.
Yeah, Scorpion too. That was big for a hot second.
I had this the other day. I was playing against a Cerebro 3 player, and they had a Colossus, and I was playing just my booster deck, and it has Hazmat. I have the electric Hazmat one that looks really sick. So I just played Hazmat, and all their stuff got debuffed. They buffed not Colossus. So
yeah.
The old Cerebro was just gone.
Yeah. I guess the deck sometimes plays Colossus just to, because you want a 2-drop, but then also because you can play it into like the negative locations. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is fair, Jonathan. Like I said, I have massive respect for Cerebro players. I couldn't do it. I don't have the mental. I don't know. I have to play a deck that's more flexible, that has some more options. Like this, it's too. For me, it's just a bit. It's a bit too much like playground locations, and so yeah, I think it's very. But yeah, I really respect. If you're really good with this archetype, that's very impressive.
Yeah, I think it's one that like. Yeah, I agree that it can be annoying, but I guess I haven't really played it because I don't have the M'Baku, so I never tried Cerebro 2, even though it's probably not necessary. I don't want to play like a suboptimal version. But Jeff Hoogland, I know, said that it was a deck that he thought was really consistent for climbing, and really like that. I know you don't need M'Baku, but you don't play M'Baku in your list. Well,
yeah,
it definitely makes the deck better, right? To play that guy? I think so. I guess M'Baku could troll you and flip itself over into Nidavellir and really mess with you, so that would be fun. But I think I'm going to play some Storybook Brawl before I go to bed, and by go to bed I mean lay in bed and try out a bunch of different decks for tomorrow and not get any sleep. But yeah, thank you for stopping by and helping test out the stuff. I'm going to try to get up early too, so that way I can refresh the game, and I will also delete the program and re-download it tonight just to see if that helps as well.
Good. And I should be available for a bit in the morning. I'm going to probably sleep in until just about an hour and a half before it's time to run the event, but because I still got to do stuff tonight. Yeah, I got
cool.
A bit distracted, but it was a good conversation. Really nice talking with you as well, Jonathan. Jonathan, if you're in the Snap class, or you said you don't use the Discord anymore. I was just gonna say we do run daily tournaments in there. If you're wanting to try out some of your stuff in a tournament format, or just find people to play against in battle mode, that's a good spot. But if you don't use Discord, that's totally fine. So yeah, it was good talking with you, Jonathan, and you as well, no lumps, obviously.
Cool.
Jonathan, sorry, just real quick, Jonathan, what? You have Spider-Man in this list, and Spider-Man does not work in this list anymore since the buff. What goes in here? Is
you gotta cut that.
Goes in here now.
Oh yeah, get that Blue Marvel in there.
It's 3 power now, yeah.
I did not.
I'm assuming it's Blue Marvel, but
Yellow Jacket.
Oh, you have Yellow. Oh, so you stay. Oh, that is way too try hard. Yeah.
That's very silly.
Yeah, that's pretty funny though. That is pretty funny. I can see that now. Okay.
Yeah, Yellow Jacket's silly.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, man.
All right, I will catch you. Good luck with everything, and good luck to me too.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Catch you tomorrow. All right, bye. Alrighty, let's play some Storybook Brawl. I just want to do my first game of the day. No, Yellow Jacket's been cool. Yellow Jacket, I think, has picked up a lot more respect recently. Willow, at least, really likes Yellow Jacket, so they are a big fan. I'm going to try to open up the game percentage tracker as well, though that seems to not work when I use the Storybook Brawl tracker. I might just not use the untapped GG Storybook Brawl tracker. just so that way we can use the main one here. Oh, and I should turn on some music. Yeah, I'll crank it. I think the volume is fine. I don't know if you're joking there or being serious, but yeah, Yellow Jacket. I played it when Mojo World was the featured location in a pretty cool list, I think. Oh, I guess if anybody is cool, your boy. I get that. I mean, just like generic, kind of like overweight, bearded guy. Oh, you can't hear me. I love this. Okay. I don't know any sign language. I could respond to you in chat, but here's what I meant to do. Put up the poll numbers. You have 4 seconds. You at least got that I was trying to do sign language. Let's take Zippy. Cool. And I'll rip this. This is actually a fine start to the game. 3 or 4, yeah. I figured Zippy would be the pick. Clicked on him at the very last second there. Tiny, pretty good with Zippy. Sorry, Carlix. I did not get that in time. You might not be live if you're watching on YouTube as well. You might be a little bit delayed here. But I think the sweetest Yellow Jacket list, maybe I picked Zippy because we were talking about Yellow Jacket, another B. I have a short on my channel, a YouTube short, that is... So it's only 1 minute. No excuse not to watch it, even though nobody did it. Yeah, I figured you'd peace out, Jonathan. And when you leave, go check out my most recent short on my YouTube channel. And it is a really, really cool Mojo World. The whole purpose of the deck was to play Adam Warlock, Wasp, and Yellow Jacket into Mojo World so that you could draw your entire deck every game. It was a lot of fun for the one day that was a featured location. What are you trying to flex on me with a... What was that? A 4 Glory with no other cards there? That was wild. That was really disrespectful. Okay. But I do like this start, is what I was kind of getting at here. Yeah, Yellow Jacket is basically just like a Wasp. It definitely, it's definitely a little bit underexplored. That deck was running both of them, and then also had Jane Foster to just really thin your deck out. And I thought it was pretty nice. You could go like turn 3 Electro, turn 4 Jane, and then turn 5 Galactus, and you're pretty likely to have drawn Galactus because you have America Chavez, and then you just took 2 other cards out of your deck. So you made it pretty thin. This is Storybook Brawl. Did I not change my... No, it's Storybook Brawl now, I think. Oh, you're watching on YouTube here anyways. Maybe on YouTube it doesn't change what the game is, and it might tell you that I'm still playing Marvel Snap. But I'll be playing some more Marvel Snap tomorrow, unless you're just telling me to stop talking about Marvel Snap because we're playing Storybook Brawl right now. At which point, fair. I guess I will just take a Trojan Donkey. I really don't like where we're at right now. I don't know if we go Baby Dragon or Crafty. Though I suppose I'll just take a Baby Dragon. Just trying to play, reasonable mid-range. Yeah, I'm only going to play 1 or 2 games of Storybook Brawl, and then I'm going to focus up on the tournament, which I'll probably do off-stream. Baby Dragon's definitely a little cuter. Baby Dragon can hit the baby root. There we go. That's why we did it. Okay, pretty decent combat for us here. This donkey's gonna spawn a few things for us. Yeah, basically spawns the whole comp there. That's good. That's good. So we're pretty close to activating Zippy now. Queen of Hearts is probably a pretty good direction to go in. Oh, forgot about that. Okay, that's sweet. Then the question is, do I roll? And I think I do, because I could sell the donkey and these dwarves and pick up another 3-cost evil character. There's also Cindy or Lucky. I like all of those things. Yeah, okay. Simulation timed out. Let's quit out of Untapped. Yeah, I have not played. Let's just lock this here. I am a improv on. Yeah. It's awkward. I don't know whether to respond to you or not. Maybe you'll go back and watch the VOD later. But I haven't really played music in a while. I really should get back into it. I kind of just have it back there. It's like half for decoration, and then the other half is that when people bring it up, it kind of guilt trips me into being like, okay, well, maybe I should be playing music a little bit more. The B character says that so you have this little ticker down here, and every time you kill something on your opponent's side of the board, this ticks down. And then once this hits 0, you grab an evil twin, which is an 8-cost spell typically that you just get to grab for free. So that's pretty good value. We're pretty strong right now. I mean, I don't think there's any universe where I make use of this Wish Upon a Star. I think that Romeo's kind of cute. I could almost see just making a Frog Prince. Ooh. Okay. Actually, I don't need to lock that. Wait, yes, I do need to lock that. We're gonna make a Spellweaver. We're gonna do some silly stuff with Spellweavers. It gets a little bit awkward. Oh, I definitely should have played that. That's a mistake. But what we do here is we grab this, and it's a little bit awkward. But we'll figure out how to make all this work here in just a second. Could do this. A little all over the place. The idea here being that I was thinking I could Evil Twin, but it's better to have Evil Twin something when... I think you guys are talking about something else that I don't know about. Gotcha. Yeah, you're talking about the tournament. That's cool that you were in that. I did not even know about it until like super late last night. So that's yeah, I didn't pay attention to it at all today. But that is cool that you had some fun with that. That's pretty good. So what's awkward here, what I was getting to, is that we can't actually just make a copy of Spellweaver and have that be that great for us. So we're going to take a little bit more damage. I think I got a little bit too distracted there. Go into Bearded Vulture now. I feel like I basically have to do this and hope to find Hatball. I mean, honestly, I probably just lose because I played this a little bit too loosely. Let's see what this does. Ooh, it does still give us a good Spellweaver. Okay, well, that is actually kind of big. Let's take the Quiver. And let's pick up a Court Wizard. And I'd love to potentially throw in another Royal to make use of the Court Wizard. And I think that could be enough that we could actually turn some things around here. That's kind of a terrible Royal, but I do like the Sporko. And let's just cast this just to try to stay a little bit strong. So the Black Cat should make it so that both of these things get attacked into, and then I think Court Wizard can probably get away with it, though Lightning Dragon's going to be somewhat annoying. Here we start to grab some bonus attacks, so that's good. Yeah, so that's kind of the thought process there, is that the Black Cat has to attack twice, so it's more likely that this gets to attack, and we grab the win. And we grab a Evil Twin. So I can activate Evil Twin here. That means I'm no longer playing the Sporko. I could also just make another Court Wizard. You know what? That's probably more important to just do for right now. Secret Stash might just be necessary. Yeah, let's take Secret Stash. Black Cat's still good despite not seeming super synergistic with the rest of the comp. Could pick up a Juliet though too. Yeah, that's just good for another Royal, and then I'll look for a Romeo. Sure. Another Spellweaver. Oh, there's a Romeo. Okay. I think that this is a pretty strong board. So now let's just try to ride this strength and eventually make use of the zippy hero power again, but not try to do anything super crazy until then. Cool. Juliet gets attacked. That should be enough to win. We have a lot of bonus attacks here, though my opponent's trees are quite large. And we don't get another bonus attack, so it gets a little bit awkward here towards the end. Could actually lose this. Those are big sheep. Oh, we lose. Drat. Okay, well, we pop open the Secret Stash. We only take 5, so that's the least amount of damage that we could have taken. And we actually got a lot of zippy triggers there too. So I guess ultimately that was worth it. Maybe I should be going for Baba Yaga's. Does get pumped up by the Telltale Quiver. Alright, I definitely want that. This is worse, but I think a tier 4 treasure is good. It's like the same comp I played the other day. Nyan Sea Terror's interesting. Spellweaver could be interesting. Just grab Nyan Sea Terror because I want to keep a slot open since I'm going to grab an Evil Twin this turn. Probably just going to triple Romeo this turn. Whoa, that's a huge doubly. This, they've got the Haunted Helm and the Sting for the Tripoli. That is quite nasty. Not sure if we have enough bonus attacks to take them down, but that's really good. This gets close, but are we dead? Wow, we're exactly dead. This Sir Galahad popped the heck off there with an absolutely massive Tripoli. Unfortunate, but I'm going to hop into another one here. Yeah, that was a little bit unlucky, and you know what? I think that was a little bit me too, getting my sea legs underneath of me. Let's start up another game. This time I am actually going to pay attention to the poll as well. And you can just vote on the chat in YouTube. If you're voting on YouTube, make sure that you are live, that you aren't behind at all in the stream, so that way you can actually vote. And if you are voting on Twitch, there is a nice little voting thing that you can use at the top of the chat. And you can vote additional times with channel points and stuff. So that is the benefit of voting on Twitch. I will definitely see it, whereas on YouTube I might have to count your votes. And the pro move is you vote on Twitch and then you go over on YouTube and you also vote. But 1 for Geppetto, 2 for Fallen Angel, 3 for Trophy Hunter, and 4 for Mordred. So some interesting options here. Fallen Angel, definitely the highest tier hero. Yeah, the boring option, because it is probably a little bit more straightforward, but some votes are also rolling in for the Trophy Hunter. It's 50-50 right now. I think I get to break the tie. But if your boy is saying maybe I should change to Trophy Hunter, then I might just go Trophy Hunter just because I'll take that as like a half a vote for each. All right, let's do that. Let's go for Trophy Hunter and let's see what we can make happen here. And yeah, it's going to be equal votes there regardless. I think with Trophy Hunter, I will just go for the Lonely Prince. There's some interesting things with Blind Mouse. There's Coin of Sharon, there's Deck of Many Things. But I think overall, I guess we could have tied with the Blind Mouse. Okay, this is great. This is fantastic. That is one of the better shops that we could have asked for here. Forbidden Fruit would have been slightly better, the Magic Research. Forbidden Fruit, and then we pick up the Baby Root. And I guess these could have also both been frogs as well. But overall, pretty solid shop there. You could even consider locking onto this, though it's probably just better to not lock and hope you find a natural Black Cat. But this is a really good start to the game. I really like Cindy on Trophy Hunter because I like getting that early treasure. Bad combat RNG for us, but that's fine. We'll bounce back. We lose the Magic Research, but we'll find some other things to do here. Now we're up against Skip, the Time Skipper, and I'm just going to try to play strongest board possible. I don't want to play into Earthquake, which is annoying. So maybe I should just not worry about the Baby Dragon here. Baby Dragon being a little bit awkward against Skip. Just because if I frontline everything and then they earthquake me, that kind of feels bad. So let's just play a backline baby. I think that's going to be a little bit better ultimately. Okay, they were running a backline ranged character, and we tie. So, pretty good for us, pretty good for them as well. Well, I like the Princess Peep, but not even that much. This is definitely much better. The only question here is, I think I do this. Oh, I could also do this. Okay, I like this. Potentially gives me double slay options. This is good, grabbing both of the questers. Definitely a good start to the game. Could sell out of Golden Chicken and Baby Dragon because Princess Peep is about the same amount of stats. But I just don't think we need to do that. So, not going to worry about that. One of my YouTube games that I have been sitting on for a while. Sometimes I just have these games where I'm like, this game is too good to even showcase. And then I just sit on it for way too long. But I've got a trophy hunter game that I think is spectacular. That I'm really excited about eventually showcasing here. I think I grab a tier 2 treasure and an ogre princess. I do see the genie's wish, and I also see the prized pig. I don't hate the genie's wish. I might even lock genie's wish plus prized pig for next turn. Yeah, I will. So let's do this. Probably grabbing a treasure here. Oh wow, we actually grabbed terrible treasures. I'll just go needle nose. I don't love it. Okay. And then I sold the golden chicken for baby root just to have a chance at hanging on to the needle nose daggers in case our opponents are too strong here. This is a really, really good sequence of combats here, and we actually steal pig gold from my opponent, so calculated. I think the daggers actually helped there. I'd have to go back and watch it, but seems like they may have. This is a fantastic pickup. I'm going to lead with Genie's Wish. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, I want this in there. I want this in there. I think we do this. I think this is probably the best thing that I can play. I think I'm strong enough for pig, yeah. I'm just trying to think of how much I want to greed in the various ways. Because this might be stronger than this, but I don't know. 7-2 seems like it's good. And now I'm not playing any backline slay characters, which I think could have been awkward. Like, we could do this, though Baby Root is more stats. But I think this is pretty good. We're looking at a tier 3 treasure and a tier 2 treasure next turn. So across the board, that's right, yeah, pig is big with the daggers and with the trophy hunter ability, so this pig is probably slaying. Okay, Brave Princess is probably slaying, that's pretty good. And this surviving is actually quite incredible. Oh, I forgot Lucky is bigger because we're playing Trophy Hunter as well. So we're going to have so much gold. We've got the prized pig gold, we've got the Lucky, we've got the Ogre Princess, we've grabbed a tier 3 treasure here. feel like it's potentially... I mean, we've got so many different angles we're attacking this game from right now that I almost want to go Crystal Ball. Yeah, it's a Crystal Ball game, I think. This is just so much stats, though. Yeah, this is just so much stats. It even gives the pig more stats. We can play this thing. But, like, I want to play this monster book. There's a lot going on here. Let's activate this, get a little bit more info, too. Alright, then we get Monster Manual. So these are all monsters. Tier 3 treasure. Let's grab that. Let's grab this. And let's lock onto Ogre Princess. This is getting a little bit nutty. I should have switched these two. But wow, there were so many decisions to be made this turn. Kind of crazy. Yeah, we get the ball, we get the sleigh with Ogre Princess, we get the sleigh with Monster Book. That's going to take out my opponent's backline for us, and then we even get the sleigh here with Lucky. This is like an incredible, incredible turn. We might be tossing either of these two things at this point. I think we toss this. Because I'm going to see two tier 5 characters. If either of them is a Lancelot, I can make some fun stuff work. Oh, this isn't actually in the shop. Okay. Well, that was a mistake. I lost my pig. Yeah, it's because the lady was from Ogre Princess. So now I'm trying to make Lady of the Lake a thing. I'm all over the place right now. That's also pretty good. I think that's what we'll go for. I'll just play that. I'll play that too. Yeah, I agree. I don't want a tier 5 off map. That's why I started picking up the Ladies of the Lake. We definitely took... We got a little bit too greedy this turn. We take 12 damage. That's correct. We're getting punished because we were playing a little bit loose here. But now we're level 5. Get rid of this, pick up Juliet, and now let's look for some solid 5ers. Yeah, Nyan is definitely what I'm looking for, though we could also try to make Ogre Princess slay, and then Ogre can give us the 5s as well. So I think that's a solid spell. I like the Monster Book as well, though. I'm going to roll for a 5. Not that one. No, I mean, we also have Aeon as a draw, which is kind of why I was rolling so much here. And we have a Feed the Kraken here as well, which is nice. Ogre Princess grabs us one thing, and that could help us find some stuff. We're definitely... We went greedy mode. But Southern Siren could potentially... No, we're going to take some damage. There were just so many good 5s that we could have rolled into. Like these 5s. Alright. What do I do if I see Black Prism? Okay, I don't have to make that choice. It's definitely a Magic Sword plus 100. Isn't it? Do you think it's Excalibur? That's interesting. Yeah, maybe it is just Excalibur. We find Aeon, it's already upgraded. Okay, I'm willing to try this out. Feeding this to the Kraken. Rolling. This is a 2020. One. Yeah, I generally go big sword there, I think. I mean, this literally doesn't matter. I'm not going to cast that. Ogre Princess kind of over that as well. Yeah, there's some upside, especially with grabbing Aeon here. I think that has pretty big upside. Merlin's looking good, and that scam, I think, really hurts us. Ooh. Good spells there for Merlin. I don't think we can beat the Juliet here. Though that's actually really helpful. Wow, we actually do get the kill. Nice. Oh yeah, they died with Matt. Awkward. Okay, this is fantastic. Oh, Ogre Princess is actually good because it means we can still get treasures, which is really silly. I think that Southern Siren is just pretty fantastic. Baba's also quite good. Yeah, I guess I do need to take Baba Yaga. You're right, you're right. Let's sell out of Puff Puff. If we play Puff Puffs, we'll play upgraded Puff Puffs. The Golden Chickens are coming up nicely for us. I did see the Wombats. Yeah, Chickens on Excal is pretty gravy. Alright, and then here's Aeon. Which I think probably has to be the pickup. I think trying to go Aeon Ball is really good here. Yes, I'm getting the support in the chat. All right, and we slay here too, which is nice, as long as it doesn't get attacked into. Yeah, we have Ball. We've got Baba Aeon. That's nice. We grabbed the slay. This is kind of a pop-off. So now we look for Scions of the Storm. I mean, I'm really just going to try to cast spells here. This game is almost over. Which is, I mean, I guess this Rumpelstiltskin is 9 streaking. So they will be doing some good stuff themselves. Excal and Aeon Ball. And we're Trophy Hunter. So we're doing some fun things with Monster Book. They just dreamed, which is kind of crazy. I want this. I don't know if I want this. I think I just take this. This is really interesting because it will mean that then we summon a bunch of monster books. There's also Bear Stain with all of this. Yeah, let's just croc something. Oops. Alright, I'm going to run out of time here a little bit. 50 health. 50 health King Midas is kind of crazy. This got big, but this opponent's nuts. That could help, probably not. Ranged characters are good. Okay, we don't die. We take 9 down to 6. I gotta cast some spells here. That's what I gotta do. Spell time. I smell some spells here. It's also not bad. Might be worth it. Not reading the chat, to be honest with you, ya boy. I'm just going to try to cast as many spells as I possibly can. This is worth it. This is free, so it's got to be worth it. Awkward. Yeah, it's good to try to cast spells on the friendly spirit, so I think that it was worth it to take it. Can't do anything with the growth, but I'm just locking for golden chicken here. On the off chance we stay alive in it, but I don't know how likely that is. Friendly spirit can't slay and also gets attacked into. Monster Book doesn't get to slay, so that significantly limits what we are actually doing here. It's just going to be about our ranged characters, and we do have big ranged characters. We actually have really large ranged characters right now. Okay, that's actually enough to grab the win. Wow. Okay. The first damage this King Midas has taken all game is at our hands. We do have to slay with this Aeon, so things look a little bit dicey at some point. That's just not worth it. Okay. Not great. Do this, because it's free. I think this is too slow at this point. I don't think I'm doing anything with this. Could upgrade the monster book. That's true, but we could grab a tier 6 treasure off of this and replace this. I want to cast some more spells here still. Good call, good call. Okay. This could be enough. Maybe I should just move it up front here. Yeah, I'm going to move that. It's got a 1 in 4 to slay. Berserker, thank you very much for the follow. We missed the slay, unfortunately, but the Crocs can slay. They're not going to, but that is something to keep in mind for future combats here. Yeah, I don't even know what we pigoed, but we just have more ranged characters than my opponent, and that's just enough for right now. It's just enough. We're going to get the 4 glory here, which is also a little bit of fun. Let's do this. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. I want to do this so bad, but I don't think it's ever correct. Okay, our health total's going up. We're trending in the right direction. I don't think that Pigo's good enough. That... Okay, this is good. Oh, I should have done Empress P. I definitely should have done Empress P. Do I try to steal Empress P? No. Come on. Ah, shoot. Yeah, I do want Empress P, I think. Wow, I missed the sleigh. Unfortunate. I also don't have Aeon Ball this turn. I think we probably lose here. Oh, we do get to make some Lordies. That's silly. Trade one here. Trade one here. Hit this a few times. We actually have it still. No, this is not big enough. Oh, it's a tie. It's a tie. That's fine. I'll wait for you to catch up here, but we are okay. Here's the awkward part. We didn't hit Aeon this turn. And this has still not been big enough this whole time. What's in this one? Bunch of sirens. We just have to hope that this lands on this, too. It was really close. I didn't realize how close it was, I guess. Alright, we'll just end with this. Yeah, we'll still cast spells. I don't know why the untapped tracker is still open. Like, I literally closed that program. 58, 63, 59, 49. Yeah, this looks like it's almost 50-50 to slay. We could cut some characters, but... That's true, yeah, we're like Super Midas. This is a crazy one. This one's absolutely bonkers. Come on, we have to swing here. Swing here. Nah, okay, that's asking too much, always. I take that out, which is good. We get the sleigh with Aeon, but I don't think we're going to be able to clear this Echo Wood this time. Yeah, unfortunate, but still a really sweet game. We actually just needed to gain one more life point, too. That's pretty funny. That one was too crazy. I want to play one more. I want to play one more where I feel a little bit more in control of what's happening, because that game was just all over the place. That was nutty. I feel like there's a weird, like, I don't play the same on stream, and obviously there's like impact from chat, but I don't play the same on stream as I do when I am just playing by myself for YouTube. And Storybook Brawl is a really tough game if you're like changing your play style and you're making yourself uncomfortable with how greedy you like to be versus how much you want to play for tempo. You can really throw yourself off in some detrimental ways. But I think all of these are kind of terrible. These are typically, none of these are like my first choice for heroes. Potion Master's pretty fun, and looks like that is what the first... That's what people are potentially interested in seeing here. I do think Potion Master is a lot of fun, so I'm happy to play with that. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe if you voted, but I don't care either way. I think that it is fun to have people participating, have people in the games. There's not that many more people, not that many people playing Storybook Brawl at this point, so however you want to get your Storybook Brawl fix is fine with me. I'm sure I'll hit 4K by the end of the month, and shouldn't be a problem. Take some damage here. Alright, not the best second spell, but we still get to play 2 characters here on turn 3, and this should result in a win. As long as we aren't up against eggs from the Fates. Yeah, I wish more people played it too. That's like kind of my role, I feel, is to try to be informative and entertaining to people that are like just kind of testing the waters for the game and want to see the crazy stuff that's possible, and also want to see how you can put together some of that crazy stuff. But to be honest, it's I haven't found another game that captures my attention while also feels so fun as Storybook Brawl. That's really the full story there, is that the game is incredibly fun up against your boy here, and like I've played some Teamfight Tactics. I even was trying to play that for a little bit on YouTube. Still not totally against playing more Teamfight Tactics, but when I play Storybook Brawl, I understand the ramifications of every single part of the game. It's incredibly, like, I think it's a, on the surface, very understandable game, but then once you dig into it, just has so many incredibly deep layers that make it so rewarding and so fun. And yeah, that's why I love it. So that's what keeps me coming back. Shrink Drink from your boy is going to be, yeah, TFT is definitely a little sweaty to be sure. So there's a few interesting things going on here. I like just picking up XP on Potion Master, but I might want to wait a turn off that, try to slay with the Polywoggle, and then I actually have a shot of winning with the XP. If that's the case, well, I should still try to slay with the Polywoggle. But then I want to go like White Stag, Shadow Assassin, and this isn't super rewarding, but I don't think there's a better way to sequence this board, unfortunately. Just, we need to play the Madman Black Cat this turn, which probably means we don't get the Stag attack, which probably means we lose, though we get the Stag attack, and a really good one at that, so we actually win and get prized pig gold, which is going to allow us to cast this and still pick up the baby root. Thank you very much. Good times, KTP, for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, you know what? We have to, like, force quit the untapped tracker. Sorry, I'm just loading up Task Manager here. I don't know why the untapped tracker is giving me some problems here, but that should not be. So let's just do this. At this point, we're not playing the Polywoggle. So we are probably still buying Baby Root. Could sell Madman Black Cat. Oh, I could still play the Black Cat. I could do this too. Could also do this. Okay, this isn't that bad of a board. And hopefully now the combat tracker works. The combat simulator. Okay, Baby Dragon gets in there and the Stag survives. That might be enough to win this Wish Upon a Star. I think it is, which is huge. Bonus XP on Potion Master. Looking good. Looking good. Oh, it's Geppetto. So they make 4/4s. And it's tight. Oh, we lose. That is so awkward. If the other thing attacked here, we actually win that combat. Rough. Rough. Okay. Well, now I go back to wanting to do some really weird and unfortunate board like this. Could also just shard the stag. That way I don't have to worry about the fact that it's not going to get to attack. Okay, don't really need this for the stag. Let's see what else we can find. Chupacabra's interesting. It's probably right, because it's still kind of early. I could sell 3 things. Or I could just sell 1 thing, pick up the Shadow Assassin. They're all monsters. Alright, I'm willing to try a little bit of a monster mash here. I think that Chupacabra is quite good with the fact that we are over-leveled right now, that this is 3.2. I think that makes it pretty likely to actually slay. It is going to slay here if it doesn't get attacked into, and it doesn't, so we grab the slay. That's going to give all of my monsters +1 attack, +2 to the Shadow Assassins in the back. Mummy for 6. Okay, okay. This works. Attack here, and then we finish that off. Nicely done. Cool. Now we see the option of True Love's Kiss. We didn't slay with the Polywoggle. But I could just True Love's Kiss anything? I don't know about that, though. I almost think we should just try to play a little bit more of a serious board. Though, True Love's Kissing this, I think, is still somewhat tempting. Don't hate the Lightning Dragon. I don't think it's great either. Let's roll, see if we can find another Chupacabra. That's somewhat interesting. Could take the Polywoggle for a moment. Alright, let's do this, because it's free. Not a great hit, but that's the plan here. I don't think I want Polywoggle. Maybe I should. Okay, I should be playing Polywoggles. Kind of like the Secret Stash too, but I'm going to go Monster Manual because we've got so many other monsters. I'm going to grab this. I was thinking about... Yeah. No. Yeah. Let's lock onto Merlin's Test. I think it's worth it. Oh, we just barely missed the sleigh. That's awkward. Skip not playing that many units here. If that hits Mad Mim, that's really good. We actually tie this combat, but I'll take a tie. I will take a tie and preserve my life total to let Feasting Dragon run amok here. And then I think I do this. I could also see doing this, which is pretty silly. But I think I'm just going to do this for right now. And try to find some more monsters. This is all great. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is okay. Yeah, let's see if we can find a sleigh-based treasure. This is kind of a sleigh-based treasure. Though I think we just take the Fancy Pants. No, you know what? We do Eye of Ares. Because that also helps the Polywoggle sleigh. And I don't know if I lock on to the end here. I don't think so. I'd almost rather lock on to Jekyll's Concoction just to make sure that this is working, though if the Polywoggle doesn't slay, which I'm actually kind of okay with that happening, I could even do this. Yeah, this is fine. No, I'll put it here, because I'm fine with it either way. And I'd rather have my mummies in the front. But the idea here is then maybe I could just find a spell to cast onto Polywoggle for the turn. And I think that could be reasonable for us. Really good combat RNG for us, I think, for the most part. And now can Shadow Assassin go the distance? Might do. Might do. No, not quite. Take 5. We lose the Merlin's test. That's the most awkward part about what just happened there. We're 21, so I don't want to go too greedy. I like Nyan Sea Terror. Kind of want to activate Polywoggle here too. Not with this. Yes with this. It's cute. Cupid's really good. Southern Siren also really good. Just grab Southern Siren here. Because it's a monster. I think that this is probably right positioning. It's all a little bit greedy in various different ways, but... Okay, everything in the front row survives. That's good. Polywoggle has a 50-50. It's got a 60%. No! How does Polywoggle miss that? Ah, that's the best odds I'm ever going to get for Polywoggle there. 2 out of 3 to slay. Tragic. Tragic. I know we can activate Cindy here, but I still want a better spell for Polywoggle. I like that. Might even just take a Cupid. Throw a Luna's Grace on the Polywoggle. Skip this treasure to take a Cupid. Though Cupid doesn't make the board that much better. Yeah, maybe I don't worry about Cupid here. So what do? Just take a Dancing Sword? Sure. Little silly. And then we're going backline Sirens. We're locking that. Alright, I have to not die. But if I can manage to not die... You know what? I think I even want to do this, just because not dying should be at the front of my list. Let's see what your boy here is going to do to us if they are going to take us out. Your boy, if you're listening, set up your board so that my Polywoggle in slot 2 can slay. What can you do for us here? Let's see. Looking pretty big, pretty similar stuff actually here with Chupacabras and mummies and mummies and mummies. Alright, Polywoggle's going to get attacked into, but we survive the combat, so I'll take it. I'll take it. If those were the two options, I will take not dying here. Alrighty. Oh, I don't have that in showing the board. What's up, Bosch? How you doing? Horn of Olympus, obviously pretty good with a decent amount of the stuff that we're doing right now. I think I just gotta cut this Polywoggle too. Might even just be hand. Let's do hand, and if we can find a Baba Yaga, that's fine. Could Burning Palm here. This was a waste of everything, but I'll do it. With the Potion Master trigger, it activates. So we get a new Tier 5 treasure going into 6.0, but we wasted Hand of Midas, which is the best Tier 5 treasure going into 6.0. Alrighty. How far can these mummies carry us? Polywoggle's going to get Medusa there. I mean, if Siren gets to Slay, which it will, that's probably just enough to win. So yeah, this is fine. Lancelot also gets to Slay. So not too terrible. Our Tier 5 treasure is... would have been nice if we could have picked up the other stuff first. I mean, it clearly seems like a Horn of Olympus game. Let's grab that. Just try to find the Baba Yaga. I want to pick up this mummy, but the awkward thing about it is... then I need to find 2 more characters to put on this board. I think that's loose, but I'm going to go for it. We could toss the Eye of Ares against Geppetto. We could pick up Sting for the Polywoggle Slay. Any support? Any support? Okay, Pumpkin is not what I had dreamed up here. But I think it's actually quite strong. And then we're kind of leaning on Southern Siren here, as well as the Polywoggle transformation turning into something crazy. So Polywoggle can slay and survive against, like, a Black Cat or a Princess Peep or something. Then I think we've got a decent shot to win it. Oh, the Fireball takes it out. Okay, it was never going to survive regardless. So, I guess no harm, no foul. Southern Siren 50-50. Southern Siren misses. How's the Pumpkin looking? Another shot at Southern Siren. My opponent actually doesn't have that much stats. That's kind of crazy. Is this a bot? No. Okay, so we survive and we got the Polywoggle. I don't know what the heck I'm doing this game, but if it's a support character, that's interesting. If it's a monster, that might be even more interesting somehow. Okay. Let's try to find a Baba Yaga or Southern Siren or... Baba Yaga? Now I'm just looking for Scan, right? I don't really want to be playing Baba Yaga stuff, I don't think, because this backline's kind of all over the place. If I can find a Jormungand, I'm going to pick it up. That's a monster. Another Oni Tyrant, eh? How do I even fit all this in? I don't think I do. Oh, maybe I cut Chupacabra. Okay. A little weird, a little silly, but our board is huge. That's unfortunate. That is more unfortunate. But we get some reasonable scam options in the back, and this upgraded Oni Tyrant is actually still huge. Chupacabra's doing work. Southern Siren's going to steal 2 Echo Woods here, or 2 of those. Sure, I'll take it. That's a win and a kill onto Horde Dragon, and we're in the top 4 somehow in this game. I don't know how we have clawed our way here, but we are up against your boy here. And we've actually put something reasonably strong together. So Chupacabra not the best with Pumpkin. The Cupid, I think, gets us a little bit stronger. If we can remember, your boy here was on a Slay comp. So that's interesting. Might just Shrivel. I don't know if... I guess Shrivel does take out their whole backline. I mean, this is the point of the game where we just try to scam one more combat out of it. So that's the game plan. Let's see if it works. This is a wacky game as well. But I think this is how I should order my board. This is definitely... Monsters are always going to be a little bit atypical, you know? So I don't think you're ever looking to play monsters, though... I don't know, it's strong enough for us here. Here we go. Are we moving on to the finals, or is our dream coming to a halt here? They do have the Jormungand. Holy scam moly. Okay, they're going to have big Echo Woods here, and that's something. But Cupid is going to take out one of their characters right now. That's the worst attack for a Cupid to get, but I think this is going to be enough here still to get the kill even. I think so. Let's see, yeah, the ranged characters I think are pretty good for my opponent. And we lose our Oni Tyrant right here. But that's a win and a kill. And we're on to the finals. GG, boy. Let's see if we can end it nicely against Skip. And we can't see what Skip is playing, and I have now totally forgotten. Fair enough. That's what you get for using the tracker. We could go for Hermes Magic Beans. I just got to close the tracker. Nope. Okay, it's working now. So, is this true? This is true. The last time I saw Skip was 8 turns ago, and they were only playing 5 characters. They went for Feasting Dragon strats. I think I'm into the Hermes Beans on the Cupid blow up their backline a little bit. Let's go for it. Okay, I just kind of wasted my whole turn there. I like the Piggo too. We'll grab this. There's a Piggo I could lock onto. A Skip. Oh, there was a Jormungand there too. And a Medusa. I'm skipping everything. We're out of time. Here's a Jormungand. I'll grab it just to say I have it. But not sure it's going to be good enough. Okay, Cupid doesn't really do anything. Okay, fair enough. And my opponent continues to get some... Well, they're not really slaying. They haven't actually really found a comp yet, if we're being honest here. They're still kind of trying to figure out what to do, but just off raw stats and Ivory Owl, it might just be enough for my opponent to play a compless board, and it looks like it is going to be enough. Wow, that is a scam and a half. That is really, really good. They are going to be able to use Southern Siren to double steal our Baba Yaga and kill us. So ultimately, it is going to let us finish in second place there, but still a really, really fun game. Some super chaotic games on stream today. But that is going to be it for me, because I am going to be back streaming in like 9 hours for the Marvel Snap top 8 of the Snap Clash Invitational. So I want to make sure that I can at least get some sleep in tonight. And again, by sleep, I mostly mean playing a bunch of Marvel Snap in bed and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. So that's going to be it for me today. But yeah, catch me live tomorrow. I will also have a cool Marvel Snap video in 6 hours that will be talking a little bit about the tournament and showcasing my day 1 games if you missed that. So a lot of sweet Marvel Snap content coming up. This was a really fun stream as well, I think. Had some nice ones here. Chaotic ones, for sure. But I think we had like a 7th place finish where I just kind of trolled and then 3rd, 2nd or something like that. Maybe I threw in an extra game there. Maybe we only played 3 games total, but overall, still a ton of fun. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm No Lux Given. Peace.